Right. That was a moment for the air. Hold on, let me put your picture on here on the video. Matt Gibbs is here. I was supposed to talk earlier than this. Auto Repair with Personal Care is the name of the show. Matt is the owner of Sunrise Automotive, which is where I have taken my car when it needed to be fixed. And then when it couldn't be fixed anymore, even though it was running perfectly, but when you hit a cow, they kind of cancels out every other thing you've ever done. So then I bought a car from Matt at Crossroad Auto Sales, and both businesses are right there in the same place over on Northwest 10th Street. And of course, the phone line is open right now if you have a question about cars. Maybe you're looking to buy a car. And don't forget the Mother's Day idea.
That's right.
The detailing idea.
Yes.
Get mom's car looking and working like new.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, get it working.
And we're in the process. So hopefully, in about 2 weeks, we'll have the Crossroad Auto Sales 2.
The sequel.
Ooh, 2.
The sequel. So do you need people to work it? What do you look for in a car salesman? Okay, this is an actually interesting question because car salesmen get this bad rap. It's kind of like lawyers and Okay,
yes.
Okay, but so do mechanics. Sometimes, when you find a good one, and you're a good one, then you're okay. But if you're in a town, like you're breaking down, you're always leery because you've heard all these horror stories about the not so good mechanics. I mean, not that they're not good, but they're not honest.
Right.
And that's what you always hear about car salesmen. Yeah. So what do you look for?
Well, number one is I've been here in this town since I was a kid. And I've been in this industry my whole life. Since I was 17 years old is when I started working in the dealership. So being here for so long and knowing the people that I know, I know the guys that I wouldn't say I know all the guys, but I know a lot of guys that I have respect for over the years and whatnot, and I have a certain level of character and integrity that it's about me, and I try to find that in the same thing. Like this, we've hired someone to run the second lot, and I've been having him come and spend some time with me down at the first dealership.
So does that person need to know cars the way you? I mean, you know cars.
Yeah, a salesman isn't.
They don't need to know cars like you do. Okay.
No, they don't. But they do need to understand who we are, our culture, and who we are as a company.
Oh yeah.
And if that person doesn't fit into that criteria, then it's not going to work because, one of the tough things about being a salesman, especially today's car salesmen, is that most of the dealers, they don't make the commission, they don't make the money like car salesmen used to make. Years ago, that was a good business and you could you worked a lot of hours and you worked all the holidays and but you made decent money, if you're a good salesman. And the dealerships, the way everything has evolved is it's different now. Now a lot of the salesmen just work off of flats. In other words, if they just sell a car, they end up getting a $100 flat, where before they can make themselves a decent living.
How does a salesperson know to trust a person with the test drive? What is the protocol behind the test drive?
A lot of the dealerships, you don't go on a test drive by yourself no more.
Oh, you don't?
No,
okay.
A salesman rides with you.
Because you don't know these people coming in.
It's happened to me. I've had someone come in and
took the car?
Yeah, just never came back.
Did you ever offer a test drive and they took it all the way to Chattanooga?
No, that was a first. I did that one time for this guy. I really wanted him to have this car, and he was going to Tennessee, and I said, well, here, test drive this car to Tennessee and tell me what you think. And he did.
Yeah, so that's a great story.
And it was a sale. I sold the car.
You did sell the car. Yeah, about halfway between here and the state line, I said to Robin, gosh, I should have bought this one. This is really nice.
It's been giving you great service, hasn't it?
Too funny. It really has. Please knock on wood. I know you're a religious man, not a superstitious man, but I hate to say things. I'm always afraid something's going to jinx it. Did I ever tell you about I think the very first car wreck I ever had? Okay, let me tell you about this. It was in New York. I was driving my brother's car, okay? And I was going to McDonald's, and I had girls in the car, okay? And the girl in the back seat said, "B, you are a good driver." And I said, thank you.
Bam.
And, yeah. As soon as she said, I said, don't say I'm a good driver anymore. It's like I got a superstition about it. So, but it was nothing big. My brother got so mad though. He kicked the car when he saw the dent, and it was just a small dent, but he said, you know,
He got mad.
he said words, yeah, and then he kicked the car. Probably put another dent in it with the kick. How do you pull a little thing out, a little dent in the car? By the way, I think I leaned on mine and put a little dent in it by the gas opening. Do you have a suction cup pull it out?
Sometimes. I mean,
I tried to punch it like on the edge to pop it out.
Yeah,
no.
Sometimes you can go inside there and pop them out. I'm pretty good at fixing the like on the bumpers now. You know how they're all plastic.
Yeah.
And I am pretty good about getting those out. But if it's on metal, if it's not something I can easily get to, I take it to my body shop.
Oh, really?
guy
Just take it there? Yeah.
Let him. And if it's little dents, there's actually a paintless dent guy that goes around Ocala, and he has ways of rolling. If it's a small dent and there's not a crease, he can roll it out, and you don't have to have no paint work done. And it's unbelievable
Really?
what he can do. It's just
Really?
amazing.
Well, I didn't damage the nice car you sold me, by the way. It's just you can hardly see it. It's kind of like a butt cheek dent, you know? Like somebody, probably me, leaned into it. The phone lines are open if you want to call Matt. The number is 622-9622, and we've got a good length of time left. We have 3 minutes before the first break and another 12 minutes after that, so plenty of time to ask your questions. Any road trip advice? Things we can do? Bring the car to you. That's the advice.
Yeah, we have been so busy this last month or so. It's just been
With road trip?
Just people. It's amazing. It's just we got all kinds of stuff going on.
If somebody came to you and asked you to install a car hitch for a trailer, would you first tell them, "Hey, your car's not. What are you pulling?" Would you need to? Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely ask some information, and to be honest with you, I would send them to the hitching post. That's who does all mine.
Oh, really? Okay.
And that's what them guys do over there. And
will they analyze the car and say, you shouldn't be pulling anything with this?
Yeah, they're pretty straight up guys
they
over
will?
there. If you're pulling something that shouldn't be pulled with that vehicle, they're gonna advise you not to do.
Do you know, I've lived here a long time, and I'm familiar with the hitching post, but I had no idea that's what they did. That's their whole job, their whole business.
Yeah, they
Just
do
putting hitches on.
and fifth wheels and electric brakes. Wiring up electric brake control modules and all.
Really?
Anything to do with pulling a trailer and yeah.
I didn't know that. So
car haulers, if you're pulling behind the motorhomes and stuff like that, they can do dollies. Here I am I'm using my time to advertise for the hitching post.
So when you have, okay, this is going to sound like I'm really dumb, but it's not unusual. So, but when you pull something, they always have brakes.
Well,
when you push your brake pedal, there's brakes on the trailer.
No, not always.
Oh, not always.
Not always.
So I'm guessing the larger ones have brakes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you do have a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Yeah, good morning, guys.
Morning.
If you're going to get a trailer hitch put on your vehicle, is it a smart idea to get air conditioning coolant? I mean, transmission?
Oh yeah, to add it depends. It kind of goes back to what we were just talking about a second ago. If it depends on the load that you're pulling. But if you're pulling a heavy load, absolutely strongly suggest putting a tranny cooler on a vehicle if it doesn't already have a transmission cooler. The good thing is a lot of the vehicles today that have factory hitches on it already have the transmission coolers and the oil coolers and the stuff like that to complement the hitch.
Oh, really?
So they have a trailer towing package, and so if you already have a hitch on a car or a truck, and you want to know was this added on or was this a factory install thing, you can always run it by the shop, and we can tell by certain identification numbers
Oh, okay.
if it has a trailer towing package or not.
Okay, very good.
Would the hitch also do the transmission cooler, or is that something that you would do?
Well, like I said, a lot of the cars nowadays, they come, if they came from the factory with a hitch, a lot of them already have a heavy-duty transmission coolers on them. So, and if they don't, then yes, there's a 16,000 GVW Hayden transmission cooler. That's my favorite, and I will install that at, put it in front of the radiator, and that does make a huge difference on transmission temperature.
Is that like having a radiator with fluid in it?
It's like, no, it's just a transmission cooler. It's out. See, most of your transmissions are cooled through your radiator, but here's the problem. If your water temperature is 200 degrees, your transmission fluid is going through 200 degrees.
Yeah, right.
Okay. And what we have learned is if we can keep the transmission fluid around 175 degrees, it almost quadruples the life of the transmission. And so if your radiator is running at 200 degrees, your transmission fluid's running at 200 degrees, well, that's not a perfect scenario. So if you put this external cooler on it in front of the radiator,
right.
it lowers the temperature, 40%, 30%. It's just way better for your transmission.
If you have a cooler and a hitch and you're hauling something fairly large, like a good-sized boat, would you recommend having your transmission fluid change more often?
Yes.
About how many miles would you say?
Well, it depends on what kind of car it is, what kind of fluid's in it. If it's something that you do a lot, if it's something that you do once or twice a year, I'm not going to, it's not that big a deal. But if like when we used to race, I had a 16-foot heavy trailer full of motorcycles, full of tools, full of engines, full of all kinds of stuff. And we pulled it every weekend. I would change my transmission fluid in my truck about every 25,000 miles, just because of the extreme load that I'm putting it on under every week.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for the call. Let me take another call before we go to the break. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Yes, I am calling about the dent in the bumper.
Yes, ma'am.
I do believe that I have a dent in my bumper, and I do have a husband that is a mechanic, and I just wonder if he could get that dent out of my bumper for me while I was in Tennessee.
Honey, you've been in Tennessee too long.
It's kind of that saying, like, when you're a hairdresser, your hair's never done.
Yeah, I was going to get your car serviced before you get back from Tennessee.
I think you had him fooled.
No, I knew.
Oh, you knew right away?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, we got to go to commercial break now, babe. We got to go to a commercial break.
That's too funny. All right.
Love you, honey.
All right, we'll be right
Love you, darling.
We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. This Tuesday, partly sunny with highs ranging from 81 at the coast to 89 inland. Clear Tuesday night, low 64 inland, about 70 along the coast. For Wednesday, partly sunny with a shower or thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon, but mainly dry along the coast. The high 83 at the coast, 89 inland. Thursday, partly sunny and very warm, high 85 at the coast, up to 92 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Are you in need of custom screen printing, embroidery, or promotional items? Then look no further and come visit the brand new Legacy Team Sales. LTS is conveniently located off 17th Street next to Armstrong Homes in beautiful Ocala. We offer the best prices and highest quality products for your company, team, school, or nonprofit. Whether looking for screen printed shirts, embroidered polos, or travel team uniforms, you'll be sure to find it at Legacy Team Sales. Come visit our new 27,000 square foot facility. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff staff will assist you in every part of your custom purchase. LTS carries the hottest brands in the industry like Under Armour, Russell, Mizuno, Asics, Badger Sports, Gildan, Pacific, OGIO, and many more. At LTS, screen printing embroidery is done in-house and we guarantee customer satisfaction. Stop by, give us a call, or check us out on the web at shoplts.com. Remember the name, LTS.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. It's time to get that new look started. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon, 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. And whether you're going on a job interview or out on a date, your hands do a lot of talking. Manicures are a must. Hello Gorgeous is a full-service salon, so let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too.
Hello, gorgeous.
All right, 21 minutes after 10 o'clock. Matt Gibbs is here answering questions about cars and just a beautiful day. See, this is a day for a convertible. Oh, by the way, did you go down to the Leesburg motorcycle thing?
Well, yes.
You did?
Yeah.
Why you say it that way?
Well, because I listen to motorcycles until like 1:30 in the morning.
Listened to them?
Yeah, you could just hear them.
Oh, right.
So
So it's just too much? You motorcycle overkill or something?
Yeah. There was a lot.
Do you have a motorcycle?
No, I have a boat. I got like a jet ski. That's kind of like a water motorcycle.
It is. It is like a water motorcycle.
It was. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Was it fun? Was it fun stuff?
I didn't go to do any. I didn't participate. In
Oh,
any.
you just were there
I just was there.
because of the boat.
Yeah,
Oh,
we were out on
okay.
the boat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had some water fun last Saturday.
That sounds fun. This Saturday's gonna be another day that'll be really good. 92 degrees this Saturday.
This Saturday,
That's what they say. Yeah.
I'll do a little bit of fishing and stuff Saturday morning, I think, and then I get my wife back from Tennessee. I hope she doesn't talk like that no more.
Yeah, she's got a new accent.
Yeah, I've been out there for 2 weeks.
I thought for sure she had you fooled.
No, I knew it was her right from the get go.
Well, I wondered what was up when I heard, I believe I have a dent in my car, my bumper. I believe I do. I'm not sure. Just believe it.
She does now.
Oh, my God. Did you see that Hillary Clinton's car was sold or something like that? Did you see that in the news?
No,
The cars make the news.
cars make the news, and what?
It was an old car. Let me look at it. I can't remember what kind of car it was. Look up to the news real quick, I'll tell you.
It better not be a gas guzzler. I'll tell you that.
You know it was. Oh, you tell me if it was, but it looks like it to me. All right. Hillary Clinton's car. Hillary car. Let's see. Yep. Ex-White House groundskeeper sells Hillary Clinton's car. Okay, this car, which once belonged to Democratic presidential contender Hillary Clinton, sold for more than $60,000 on eBay. And you want to know? It's a 1986 Oldsmobile.
1986 Oldsmobile. What?
Give me a look at the picture, because that doesn't say. It just says a 1986 Oldsmobile. And use my mic so you can talk to the audience.
That is a Oldsmobile Regency 98. I wouldn't give them $500 for that car. Wow.
So is it a guzzler?
No, it's really not a guzzler.
Oh, okay.
86. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
86?
1986.
That was actually the very first year of that. 85 was the first year of that body style. With a distributor in 86, they went distributorless, and they were multi-port fuel injected. That car actually got pretty good gas mileage.
Really?
For the day.
And it looks like you have another phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Matt.
Good morning. I had a question about shocks,
Okay.
shock absorbers. Back in the day, you could pay extra and get gas shocks,
Yep.
or you could just get standard ones. I wondered Is that still the case, or are they all gas now?
No, they still have oil hydraulic shocks, and they're real cheap, and it goes back to the old saying, you get what you kind of pay for thing. But now I would definitely go with gas shocks, gas charge shocks.
Oh, okay. I guess that's what most new cars have?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I was wondering about that.
What kind of car do you have?
I sold my car just recently.
Okay.
It was an old Honda
Okay.
Accord.
Yeah, that would do you remember what year it was?
Yeah, it's a 93.
93. Yeah, those would have been gas shocks.
Oh, they were?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I always wondered about that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Ah.
So I went up the interstate, and somewhere before Micanopy, there was a place where the road pavement changed on I-75.
Mm-hmm.
And I hit it, and it felt like, gosh, that must have been 2 inches difference from the one before. It's like, boom, you just hit it. So Galen from Life South goes that way all the time. So I said to him, you have to hit that bump every day? He said, what bump? So this man's question made me wonder, do I need something with my shock absorbers? Because if I felt it like that, maybe there's something I need you to look at.
We could check them and see. They're easy to check. I don't want to sit there and say, oh, yeah, dude, come on down. We can you don't have shock absorbers. You have McPherson struts.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Okay. I said I wouldn't know one thing from another.
But we can check them.
What do I know? Okay, so
they're easy to check.
Just bring it down there. Hello, Carolyn. Well, that was an easy question to have answered, wasn't it? Just. Do you ever do that though? You're driving down the road, you hit a speed bump, and go, "Oh man,
yeah,
that was big."
That was big. Yes, I do. All the time.
Do you slow down for speed bumps?
No, well, it depends. It depends on. I mean, if it's in a school zone, you know how they put those speed bumps in the school zones. I'd slow down for those.
Yeah, right. So yesterday I was leaving my neighborhood, and I noticed that somebody was dripping something. Whoever drove on the road before me, I couldn't tell if it was gasoline or water or what it was. But everywhere I went, there it was. So whatever they were dripping was dripping a long time. And I kept thinking, I'm eventually going to find somebody pulled off the road, broken down. But maybe I started thinking, well, I never saw anybody, so maybe it was like a pickup truck that had water in the bed. You know, maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
It could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been.
You ever see that? You ever see a line like somebody's dripping something and just?
Usually, it's not water in the
How?
back.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Usually it's not water in usually it's something.
Something bad?
Yeah.
How do people leave these gigantically long skid marks? What is causing that? I can't imagine stepping on your brake and taking that long to stop.
Do you
know what I'm talking about? Like when you're on the road and you see a skid mark that goes for like a half a mile. What the heck happened?
Do you think it could be instead of a skid mark, could it be an acceleration mark?
For a half a mile?
Well, I don't know about a half a mile. But half a mile, maybe something locked up and they were dragging.
Just dragged it? Like a big eraser?
For a half a mile.
But you know what I'm talking about. You see these big long marks. Yeah.
You know, like those things. If they're on the big highways.
Oh, the semis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was driving down Mary Camp one day, and there was a semi going, and the back axle, the very back set of wheels, they locked up, and they actually, the whole axle came off the trailer.
Holy mackerel.
And the rear end, the axle, it's not the rear end, is actually on the front truck part.
Right.
Those are just rolling wheels, but the back set of wheels was right in the middle of the road, and the trailer had fallen down.
Oh, wow.
And it was full of eggs.
Oh, wow.
There was scrambled eggs everywhere.
Oh, no.
It was
Oh, no.
and the wheels just locked up on the thing.
We gotta go.
That's what we do.
What's your phone number, Matt?
My phone number is 352-690-1993.
Ma'am, get your bumper fixed. I believe you have a dent in it.
You might have a dents in your bumpers, baby.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat